Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 1. And we are going to start Unit 11. Its title is Stormy Weather. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear children, today under the title of grammar, we are going to learn more about naming words. Before this, I have taught you about naming words. And I have also taught you about singular and plural naming words. I hope you remember both concepts. If not, you may watch these video lectures again. And we are going to learn further to recognize the different categories of naming words, recognize and change the number of simple naming words by adding or removing s, singular, plural, and recognize the different objects at home. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 31, He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, taught Adam alayhi salam the names of all things. Yes, my dear children, but this beautiful verse is telling us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named everything, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught these names to Adam alayhi salam. And we are still learning these names, and we are still learning with every passing day, right? So what we have learned, first you tell me, what are naming words? I have taught you naming words, so what are naming words, and how do we change number of our naming word? How do we change number of naming word? Pause the video, answer these questions to your teacher, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I hope you could recall that everything around us has a name, and that is called a naming word. Remember, everything, I have taught you, everything around us which we can feel, touch, hold, or see has a name, and that is called a naming word. And this naming word may refer to a person or a place or a thing, right? So these are categories of naming words. And what we have learned many naming words, so it's time to check your vocabulary. Are you ready for that? Okay. So there is an activity. Your teacher will show cards or pictures to you. Every card should have a picture or a naming word. So it can be in a written form or in a picture form. Teacher will ask students about the category or group of these naming words. So you will first, your teacher will show you a picture, you will tell the name, and also tell either it's a person or a place or a thing or a living thing, whatever categories your teacher will ask you, you have to tell the category. So pause the video, enjoy this activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, I hope you enjoyed the activity. Now let's practice this concept from your book. You have to cross the naming words. So you will cross the naming words in each row that does not relate to the other naming words. So beta, how do we make a group of words? You see, start reading it. Notebook, sharpener, chocolate, marker. Now you see there are 4 naming words. Which one is out of the category? Notebook we use for writing, sharpener and marker are also stationary stuff, but chocolate is eating thing, right? So we will cross it because it does not belong to this group. Do you understand? This is how we can categorize the naming words. So pause the video, complete this task in your book, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you clear with the concept of naming words and their categories? Okay, let's move further. And I asked you, how do we change number of naming words? So first, what are number of naming words? Naming words can be a person or a place or a thing. If this person is 1, it is called singular. And if it is more than one, it is called plural. If this place is one, it is called singular. And if it is more than one, it is called plural. If it is one thing, it is called singular. And if it is more than one, it is called plural. Now, by looking at the picture, we find out, we name them, and then we find out either we need a singular naming word or a plural. So how do we change the number? Look at this. This picture is telling you, because it is one, it is singular. And what is the picture about? It's a boy. Now, what will be the plural of boy? If they are more than one, they are plural. And how do we make plural? By adding s. So, boy, singular, and boys, by adding this s, it becomes plural, more than one, right? This is singular because it's one, it's singular naming word. This is plural by adding s, boys, because these boys are more than one, it's plural, right? But if they are more than one, it means they are plural, and in their name already s is added, boys, right? And if you want to use its singular form, what you'll have to do, if it is one, it's singular, how will you make its singular form? Now in this boys, because s is already there, we'll remove it. If we remove this s, it becomes a singular, boy, one. Do you understand? This is how, the way we make from singular to plural, likewise we can make plural to singular. If we add s, it becomes plural. If we remove this s, it becomes a singular, right? Okay, the other example, chair, it means it's one, it's a singular. If chairs are more than one, they are plural. And how we'll name it? We'll write the same name, and what we'll do? We'll add s. It becomes plural, chairs, and it means more than one, plural form. Chair, singular, one, and chairs, more than one, plural. Now, if it is already plural noun, plural naming word, means it is, if it is already chairs. So how you will convert it in singular? Again, if it is one, it means it's singular, and we'll remove this s. It becomes singular, chair. So the way we add s to make plural, if we remove s, it becomes singular, simple. Do you understand? This is what we have already learned. So this is all the revision of the concept. Could you recall everything? Good job. So let's practice it through an activity. How we are going to do it? This is what the activity is. Your teacher will line up you in two rows facing each other. One line is singular naming words and the other line is plural naming word. So what we are going to do, your teacher will give you a ball and you will keep passing the ball. One will say a singular naming word, and to the other student, you are going to throw the ball, the other student will say the plural of the same naming word. Okay, the details of this activity are there in your book as well. So pause the video, enjoy this activity and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? I know you enjoyed a lot now. All of you settle down back to your seat because we are going to practice it from book. What you are going to do? You will write plurals of the given singular naming words. So here are singular naming words. You will write the plural form. So pause the video, complete this task in your notebook and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. So it's time for your homework. You will write 10 naming words and change its form by adding or removing s. First you will write names and then we'll change. If you write a plural, you have to convert it into singular. And if you write a singular, you will have to write its plural form, right? And here is a worksheet. My dear fellow teachers, these worksheets, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly provide a printed worksheet to students for practice. And my dear children, what you are going to do, first of all, you'll have to look at these pictures and you have to name washroom objects here and kitchen objects over here. After that, you will write singular naming words here and then write their plural forms, right? This is how you will complete these two worksheets. So what we have learned today, We learned the grammar concept of number of simple naming words, and we also learned how to recognize the number of simple naming words. We learned by adding as singular naming words is converted into plural, and we also learned that by removing as a plural naming word is converted into singular. So in this way, we have achieved our SLOs, recognize the different categories of naming words, recognize and change the number of simple naming words by adding or removing as a singular, plural, and recognize the different objects at home. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.